Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. We're excited to welcome actor Oliver Hudson to our program today. He's making his first appearance on Conversations Live to talk about his career, but also about how he's starting 2022 off in a very good way with a brand new show on Fox called The Cleaning Lady. We're going to talk to him about his character, Garrett Miller, what it's been like for him to bring him to life, but also let you guys know how to stay connected with him as well. Oliver, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you, man.
Well, look, with everything that's going on in the world, it's great to be able to have some new television to be able to keep us engaged, and The Cleaning Lady really started with a bang. I mean, what has it been like for you already, Oliver, to see the early response to the show?
It's been good, man. It's been fun. I mean, you work 3.5, 4 months on something, you don't really know how it's going to turn out. You have a feeling, a gut instinct, but hey, you do the scene, and then that's it, and then you get to watch it. So we're experiencing it as well with everybody else. We haven't seen, or I haven't seen any of the shows. I saw the pilot, that's it. So I'm excited to watch it, just see how it all turns out myself. It felt good. The pilot's good.
Right. Well, Oliver, the thing about your career is, I mean, with you, you've been able to slip into so many different types of characters over the years. People have gotten to know you from different roles. I mean, is that what keeps acting fun for you, being able to bring different types of characters to life?
Yeah, acting's a funny gig. You're an actor for hire until you reach a certain status, and then you can make choices. When you're starting out, you are just doing jobs because that's how you get better, and that's how you have a career, and that's how you make a living. And then you get to sort of pick and choose if you're lucky enough. And, I'm in that moment right now where, I can make some choices here and there. And, yeah, it's always fun. I've done lots of different things, and this was something that was definitely a departure because I've been doing a lot of comedy. I did Nashville, and I've done some drama for sure, but it's mainly comedy, which I love, really fun, and this was something that took me into a different direction, playing an FBI guy, infusing some of myself into him and not being so buttoned up. I don't think the guy's worn a tie in 25 years unless he has to. So it was great, man. It was different, and working with Elodie was amazing, and she's incredible. And the whole thing was really a really good experience.
Yeah, and that's the other thing about you, Oliver. You've been able to not only to bring these characters to life, but also to work with some great ensembles when it comes to casting. Is that also one of the things that's been enjoyable for you in your career, to be able to have people that you've been able to love and respect, you've been able to work with, but also people you just enjoy their company and their energy as well?
Yeah, because part of being an actor is obviously doing the job, meaning getting in front of the camera, learning your lines, and doing the scene, and working the scene, and that's amazing. That's super fun. And that only happens a short period of time when you really think about it. You're on set for 12, 13, 14 hours a day. How many times are you really acting? Not much. You're hanging out. You're with the crew. You're with the cast. And that, for me, is a big part of what it is to be an actor. I just love the energy on set. And when you have a great group of people, not just the cast, but the crew and everyone else, it's a family, and it makes it feel, like instead of going to work, you're going to play, and you look forward to the days rather than dreading the days. And it's amazing that way, and sometimes you get a bad cast, or sometimes people don't vibe, and it's crap. But I've honestly never had that experience. It's always been fun. I love the between moments of working, sitting around and talking and laughing and getting to know each other, and it's that's part of the deal for me. That's why I love it, honestly.
And we're going to remind our audience, Oliver, how they can be able to catch you on The Cleaning Lady on Fox. The last thing I wanted to ask you about outside of the show is also the podcast, Daddy Issues, as well. You had said in the post a year or so ago that being a father was like your number one priority. I mean, what has it been like for you to be able to share the joys that come with that and to be able to bring that humor along even on that part of your life? And you've been able to share a great bit of that, especially on Instagram, Oliver. I mean, you've been able to also connect with your fans there as well. What has that been like for you to see how you've been able to help them kind of get through their days by sharing bits of your own life?
Yeah, it's funny. I think that's a nice byproduct, because Instagram for me is, it's excuse me, it's about me being me. I mean, what you see there is just authentically me and coming straight from my weird ass brain. It doesn't have to be filtered. I don't have to play a part. It's just inspired. When I get inspired by something funny, and then I'll do it. You know what I mean? There's no calculation there. So it's fun. It's creative for me. And when I laugh, when I'm doing a video or something, then I start laughing. I'm like, and then I'm like, let's put that up, see what happens. And then the byproduct, of course, is, you read the comments, and it's like, I love waking up to this. It makes my day. I'm feeling like crap, and then I'm smiling. And, those are all really beautiful things to read, honestly. And it does make me feel good, So they give something back to me for sure.
Yeah. And now we get to share that with you. Again, everyone, Oliver Hudson has been our guest. You guys can stay connected with him on Instagram as he's been also talking about the new show on Fox, The Cleaning Lady. So make sure you guys are catching it on Mondays. Check your local listings to be able to see exactly when you can see it for yourself. Oliver, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate the time and looking forward to having you back on the show again.
All right. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All right. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.